the major part of the sacrifices. Maybe he did the sacrifice last week, and it's my turn to do the sacrifices.
But sorry, don't you think most sacrifices that come from the lady come right and conflict maybe at the end they want to like cheer up. Yeah, I did it for him, but not for me. Look at that. Like, don't you
No,
think
that's where orientation comes in. There's some ladies that their orientation is pathetic, very pathetic.
True.
So,
I cannot I cannot say I'm going long term into something I'm not committed to it. I must be fully committed that this is what I want. This is where I'm going for it. Just like a project. You don't start a project that you know it will require your time, your everything, your finance, and you are not committed to it. It's like wasting your time.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my neighbor viewers. Based on the time you're watching this, welcome you all to yet another edition of the Glam Talk Show. Today I have an interesting topic which is navigating long-term relationships for sustaining love and connection. I come again, navigating long-term relationships tips for sustaining love and connection. And of course, I have two prominent persons who are here to do what is well more and of course to lay empathy on this topic and to elaborate it to your understanding, of course, to my own understanding. And in case you don't know, the main aim of always bringing up this relationship topic is for us to do what to know how we can do what maintain our relationship. It's not all about saying the guy, I love you, and this and that. You need to know the secrets of what maintaining a long-term relationship. And on my left, I have a good-looking young man by name Master Divine in the Poetry in Malabar of Unicorn. Please welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
And on my right, I have a damsel, a unique personality, all the way from where she came from. Actually, a Malabar of Unicorn, and she's actually
a public speaker and a spoken word artist.
exactly public speak, of course, from the way she speaks. Like she's a public speaker and a spoken word artist. Her name is Africana Speaker. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, from what we have as today's topic, navigating long-term relationship, the six feeling love and connection. What do you really have to say?
Okay. Navigating long term relationship, and it also goes further to say the tips for sustaining love and connection. First of all, before we go deeply into this, we need to know what is long term commitment. You need to know what a long term commitment is, because a relationship is like two people coming together to agree on something. It might not be marriage, it might not be intimate, but I know based on the love and connection, we're actually talking about intimate relationship. So it's talking about long term has to do with something that is sustainable, something that is supposed to last for a longer time, that is supposed to be durable, if I can use that word. So
Mostly forever.
yes. So it's not something that okay, after 2 months, 3 months you are planning to end. It's something that you are planning to do forever with someone.
Yes.
Like let me say, it's something you are planning to get into marriage with from it. So from this topic, the topic is actually an amazing topic, because when you look into the topic, you actually find out that without purpose, there is no long-term relationship. Without purpose, there is no long-term relationship, because going into a relationship, you must know why am I going into this relationship in the first place? Why am I going to this girl? Why am I going to this boy? What's my purpose? What's my aim? What am I planning to achieve at the end of this? Your purpose will now state your relationship, if it's long term or short term. If your purpose is marriage, definitely you know that it's a long run. Nobody plans. No, shall I use no sane person? I'm trying to use a word that is not offensive and also that is actually right. Nobody that is normally thinking will actually want to go into marriage for a short term. Yes, based on what the priest say or the pastor say. So for me, long-term commitment has to do with purpose. It has to do with your purpose. It has to do with your commitment. I cannot say I'm going long term into something I'm not committed to it. I must be fully committed that this is what I want. This is where I'm going for it. Just like a project. You don't start a project that you know it will require your time, your everything, your finance, and you are not committed to it. It's like wasting your time. So a long-term relationship, tips for sustaining love and connection rather,
Yeah.
has to do with commitment. It has to do with purpose.
Yeah.
It has to do with care.
Mm.
I doubt if somebody that is going for a long-term relationship is going without caring for the other person. I am not sure. Yes, yes, because they are like they work hand in hand.
That's true.
They work hand in hand. It's not possible that you want to go for a long term. You want to even venture into love. I'm sorry that I'll be going into the Bible. Yes, for some of our viewers that yes. But the best love we have seen so far is the love God showed to mankind by sending his son. And that love, that will now bring me to my next tip, which is sacrifice. Love can never go without sacrifice. Love can never go without sacrifice. God loved the world, he gave his son. Giving your son is not pleasant, it's not exciting. Sometimes your partner, you have to have it in mind that your partner will not want to do it your way. You know, there's something about personality. Everybody has their various personality. I might like my water hot when I'm bathing. She might like her water cold when she's bathing. We have to, sometimes I have to say, oh, let me just bath this cold water because okay, that is the water that is available now. I'll not say no, I mean I cannot bath this cold water. Oh, I will have to look for a way to boil this water. I cannot bath it. It does not, that's not, you are not, means that you are not even ready for love at first, because it has to do with sacrifice. Okay, she might be hungry, you might have already eaten, but you had something else. Okay, you were planning to go out with your boys, your guys, and spend this money, and she now comes, I'm hungry, oh, I have not eaten, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling weak. You know, some girls, food is that weak.
No, food is the main energy.
I'm telling you, like food is. I say, I'm so weak, my eye is turning me. You know, I have sisters, so sometimes I see some dramas, they actually feel. They say, I'm weak, I'm feeling tired, oh dear, oh honey, oh babe, I don't know what to do. Just go and buy food. You have to sacrifice that money now, so sacrifice plays a major role in love, in long-term relationship.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Okay.
When it comes to sacrifice, now, is it possible to be free, like let's say, for instance, a guy is pleasing himself just to please his woman, like in terms of sacrifice?
Well, that question actually is, I've already answered it, but I guess let me rephrase again. When you are talking about sacrifice, it's something that is not pleasant to you. It's something that most times is not pleasant to you. So there are some situations where you have to, I will not call it, if I say displease yourself, it's sounding kind of shabby. Yeah. There are sometimes you have to consider. Yes, that's the right word. You have to consider, okay, this my partner. Yes, so I don't like this. I don't like sleeping under the fan. I don't like sleeping when the light is on. But bro, you guys are married. So you have to, okay, you guys are in love, yes. So you have to just try. You have, maybe you cover your eyes with a blanket.
To kill you.
Yes. See, no. When it gets to, see, that's when it gets extreme. Because in as much as you are sacrificing, you believe that your partner should be able to also sacrifice for you. It's mutual. The sacrifice should be mutual. It's not when one person is always the one playing the ball, the one catching the yes, you can imagine.
I think a male sacrifice more than female.
Oh, you think so?
I also believe that too.
Because you know, financially we're there, wife we're there. When I'm going to get a man, we need to just provide.
Okay. In this situation, I'm going to come in definitely. I feel it's balanced depending on the kind of person you are getting into this commitment with. If you're getting into this commitment with a lady that has understanding, she is intelligent, all round, emotionally, psychologically, all round intelligent. So you understand that you're not the only one in the relationship. You're not the only one meant to sacrifice. So she has to do her own part of the sacrifice. As you said earlier, it has to be mutual.
Yeah.
She has to know that, okay, I've been demanding too much. It's time for me to be the one giving. It's time for me to be the one doing the major part of the sacrifices. Maybe he did the sacrifice last week, and it's my turn to do the sacrifices.
But I'm sorry. Don't you think most sacrifices that come from the lady come with pride and come with maybe at the end they want to like cheer up. Yeah, I did it for him, but not for me.
No, that's where orientation comes in. There's some ladies that their orientation is pathetic, very pathetic.
True.
They just feel, if I helped this guy I'm dating, if God forbid we eventually break up, I should loud it. I should blow my trumpet and make everybody know that I bought the car for him, I rented this house for him, I did things for him, which is not supposed to be. Even the Bible says, if you are helping somebody, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
Yes.
So if you're helping somebody, if you're sacrificing for a relationship, it should be between both of you, not even your best friend should. That's why sometimes your bestie should be in one corner. She shouldn't be he shouldn't be involved in everything. Exactly.
Yes.
In some cases anyway.
Yes.
So I know that
Okay.
if you're sacrificing, let me not use the word help. If you're sacrificing for your partner, it should be between two of you. There should be this mutual understanding and mutual thinking. There should be mature. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even go into a relationship if you're not mature.
Yes.
Because if you're mature, you will not go around louding the trumpet that you were the one that did this for him and did that for him. That's my view.
Yeah.
And I strongly believe in
Okay, that's a nice one. So now coming to the topic. So what's your own point regarding the topic?
The topic, I would say the topic is very, very timely, first of all.
Yeah.
Very, very timely. How to navigate long-term relationships. Tips to sustaining love and connection. Number one, the ultimate is communication.
True.
Before you even think of sacrifices, think of any other thing, the communication line has to be open. Now, if the communication line is open, you will know where your partner needs help, where there are hitches in your relationship. Imagine you call your partner, let's not use call, you speak to your partner generally once in some time, once in a couple of days. The bond will not be there in terms of communication. You will find it that, okay, how come this thing happened that you didn't tell me? Then that's where the defensive mechanism will come up. You have not been calling me, you've not been texting me. So if you want to be committed to something that is long term, you have to open the communication line firstly. Most importantly, you have to open communication line. Very, very important. Before you even think of sacrificing, before you even think of doing any other thing, the integrity of character, the modesty in everything, well-being, you have to have that good communication line. That's most important before you go into integrity of character. Now, integrity of character, when your communication line is open, then you have to be true to yourself. Whatever you say is what you do. Whatever you do is what you actually say. Don't say one thing in the open and do something else in the secret. That's a minus for me. If you say something and then a few minutes after you're turning your back and saying something else, oh my god, no, that's a minus for me. So I feel once the communication line is open, then you should be able to say, this is how I feel, this is what happened, this is what I'm going to do, this is how we should plan this, and truthfully work towards accomplishing whatever you plan for. Because integrity has to do with being you inside and out. Now, if you are you outside, then another person inside, no, it's not going to work. Somehow, it's going to blow off, and it will definitely crack if it blows off in a very bad way.
Okay, I have a question for you now. Does communication work in distant relationships?
Yes, it does. It does, definitely. As a matter of fact, I
An
think that's
important, very important tool.
that's why
Yes.
communication is needed the more. It's needed the
So
more.
once there's communication, there's no room for cheating, there's no room for...
Once there's communication and integrity of character. Now, it's one thing to communicate, it's another thing to have integrity of character. Because you can be... haven't you heard of faithful communicators heavily cheating. Like they are calling you every morning and night, yet they are doing something elsewhere. So you have to, as you're calling and telling your babe, be able to maintain that same thing where you are. Be honest with her. Have that integrity of character and say, this is what my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my fiance expect from me. I'm not going to do what she does not expect. Cheating is wrong. So I'm not going to cheat on her. It's going to be very disappointing. So in as much as I respect her, yeah, respect, another thing. In as much as I respect her and respect his opinion as well, I have to, be faithful. Don't just communicate, also stay faithful. That's it, basically.
Look at a few tips you have.
The tips are broad.
The tips are much.
It's broad.
They are much.
When you start from communication, then you go into integrity of character. Then you go to modest. Oh, I love modest. I love modesty in dressing, in character, in everything. I love modesty. So I believe that when you have this, then you should be modest. Your man or your girl needs something, and you have it in the excess form of it. Why waste it? Why throw it away when you can do something and shut your mouth, when you can help this girl, when you can help this guy, and close your mouth about it? Don't say anything about it. Just okay, this is between us. And modest people are very beautiful. They are very, very. I just love modest people because they're not just. Oh my god.
When you say modest people, this is people that bear the name modesty.
No.
Okay. No, when I'm talking about modesty, I'm not even talking about the modest in dressing.
Oh, okay.
Modest in dressing.
Talking about in character.
In character. Yeah. Modest in dressing, I think, is the last form of modesty.
Yeah.
So modest in character, when you are able to consider your partner in so many of your decisions. How will he feel about this particular thing I'm about to do? How will he feel about this thing I'm saying, this job I'm taking? Does it require me to ask him for his permission to do this thing? When you put all these things into consideration, it shows that you have respect for your partner.
Yeah.
It shows that you have high level of respect for your partner. And partner will get sense. Will respect you the same way you. When you see this lady, this guy is always telling me things about his life, things he wants to do, the life he wants to live, and for my guidance as well, I should definitely give this lady an accolade, and I should give her the same respect she gives me. I should bring her into my life to be able to live my life with me. Since this thing is going to be a long-term commitment, we're not breaking up in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year or 1.5 years. We're doing this thing for life. Then I should bring her, even before we get married, I should bring her to live my life with me. Let her know what is going on in my life. Let her know how my life is being run, how my things are being done, how well I coordinate some aspects of my life. Then if it's wrong, she can, when someone has proven over time to be trustworthy, you can easily bring that person to your life and pull your hands off your life. Because in a way, they'll have a way of telling you what's right and what's wrong. And in some occasions, when you put their opinions into practice, see, it actually worked good. Actually did something really, really good to your life. So definitely you will want to bring them into your life and let them be a part of you, because it's definitely a long-term thing.
Okay, so what are the roles you think a guy needs to play in terms of sustaining love and connection?
That's a very, will I call it a tricky question? But for me, I feel there are no specific roles a guy has to play per se. Not like he does not have some little things, but in the roles, are you referring to the love that he should love more better than the lady, or the sacrifice, he should sacrifice more than the lady? Okay. For me, I feel that love is a mutual understanding game. It's a mutual feeling. It's something that the girl and the guy, they understand that, okay, we love each other. there are some things we are supposed to do as couples. This is togetherness. Even when the Bible said that he gave Eve as a companion to to Adam. So the lady is supposed to be a companion. So if, for instance, you got married to her and you had just one car, it's expected that getting another extra head to your family is supposed to be something else. Now, presently, no man is marrying a wife that is a liability to him. Nobody. I don't want to even say no woman is ready to marry a liability, because right from the onset, no woman was ready to marry a liability. But now, no man is ready to marry a liability. From the way he communicates with you, he's supposed to start saying that, if I get married to this one, for the ladies, this one is a free tip for the ladies. Whether I say it's okay, it's a lady, okay, a lady role is make sure that your husband or your spouse, let me use that word, your spouse has no reason to regret why he got married to you.
Or why he's dating you.
Yes, or why he's dating you. Okay. He should always be proud of you, that even when he's called up, he say, I saw your wife, I saw your spouse, that girl is knowledgeable. He should not be shocked. He should know that this babe I'm dating like this, so anywhere you call her to, she can represent. I can leave my company with you, and wow, when I come back, I know that you have doubled my gross interest. That's why I said it's a free tip. Yes. Because for those ones that have not invested their time in self-development, you can start now to start investing in self-development, because every man wants to get married to a developed wife. Let's look at reality. All these things they are saying, I will marry her, we will hustle with her together. He does not mean that he will marry you without anything upstairs. Yeah. The hustling is that when he gets married to you, when he's dating you, you should be able to, okay, this is my company. I was producing 5 bags of, let me say, cement. I have a very little cement company, and I now happen to be in a relationship with you. You should be able to tell me, okay, this cement, why don't we open it up, share it by packs, and start distributing it? You should be able to spread my business, spread my income. You should be able to advise me on company issues. No man wants to marry a static, mentally wife or spouse. Somebody that, let me break it down because I saw her face. Somebody that is not innovative. Yes, that's the word. Because you need innovation. Even if he thinks of getting married to you, he needs innovation in your home. He needs innovation in his work. He needs innovation in his own personality. And also, I would say maturity is also a role the both party has to play. Yeah. Both intellectual maturity and emotional maturity. Emotional intelligence is like a core. Anybody, marriage relationship is not for children.
Exactly.
Not for the weak.
It's not for children at all. If you're a child, stay clear. They should just post it. I don't know how they should do it, and just say, if you're a child, take care from it. Because relationship needs your emotional, your psychological, your social state in relationship. Not to talk about long-term relationship. It needs you to be intelligent. Emotional intelligence has to do with you knowing your strengths, knowing your weakness, knowing your flaws, and also knowing the flaws of other people and knowing how to relate with them. That's why you can see some people can stay in a room with a roommate and they will never have issues till the whole tenure is over. But there are some people that will stay with a person and the neighbor will know that
every day.
If there's no quarrel in a week, the neighbors will say, is this one not around? So you need emotional intelligence. Very important, because the way you speak, emotional intelligence will help you in communication. You will know, okay, my partner, there are some people that don't like their toothpaste being pressed from the middle. I've read of a story. Okay.
Are you for real? Oh,
I've read of a story that
okay.
they got married
Hmm.
and the next day, about a week, they were filing for divorce. Why? The one of the partner pressed the toothpaste by the middle, and the man was angry. And I can never marry you. How will I marry you? And you are pressing my toothpaste at the middle. So something as
where
little
does
as
he want her to present from?
Okay, this is what I do. Because
Okay.
I don't like toothpaste being pressed from the middle. I feel you're dismantling the whole thing. So
Wow.
when I just see that, okay, I have a roommate. So when I see that she did this thing from the middle, honestly, I'll just arrange everything. I'll just push it back,
you
push it back,
see,
and
that's
arrange
that's
it.
emotional
I leave it there.
So
intelligence.
now where do you present from?
From the bottom. From the bottom, I pull up so that when it's finishing, it's finishing from
Down.
from down there.
Okay, I think to my partner, to drag it from the top to the bottom. Okay, continue, please.
So that is emotional intelligence.
Okay.
When you come and you see that, as somebody that does not like that, what you do is like what she said, we arrange it back. You arrange it back. When the person notices and is supposed to be two intelligent people, when your roommate notice that now, so she will now say, okay, this my roommate don't like me pressing it from the middle. So she will now start. Sometimes it's not like all of a sudden she will now just start pressing. Gradually, some days she will press it down there. I thank God. Oh, some days she will press it in the middle. Say,
Wahala.
this girl, you arrange it back again. So emotional intelligence is very important. Toothpaste and portion of meat. Yes, portion of meat.
Let's breathe.
You know, people feel that relationship is just a walk in the park. It's not. To be very sincere with you, it's not a walk in the park. It's something that you have to be developed enough to, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want to do it. She will not be happy always. He will not be happy always. There are some partners that they don't have any problem due to maybe work stress, frustration. They now start having mood swings. Need to, okay, he's having mood swings. This is not how he usually reacts. But maybe I guess he has been fatigued, stressed out from work. Okay, let me just give him this space. Not that you are angry. That is emotional intelligence. Knowing that, okay, this is not how this person is, but maybe he's stressed, he's that. I guess that's a role that both partners should play.
Okay, I want to say something. When you
Okay.
talked about company and personal development,
Yeah.
I believe that it's not everybody that is business inclined. So
Okay.
when you talk about when your partner should give you how to mold cement and everything, for an example,
Mm.
there are other help your partner can give to you that can expand you.
Yes, that was actually where maybe my example actually took us astray. What I was saying is that nobody wants to get married to somebody that cannot add to their life.
Okay.
So not basically for the company. I was just using that for instance. Maybe I now mix some examples, but everybody wants somebody that can always, should I say, bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Not literally food, but an idea, something. Just everybody wants somebody that will take a little stress off them. Okay, I've been thinking of how to accomplish this project, and she's not business inclined. I knew fully well before I started dating her, but she can, okay, look for a way that will, okay, have you called? I have a friend in so listen, can you meet with my friend so that you guys will discuss on this topic?
Okay.
You have seen the way he's now playing.
Okay.
She's indirectly adding to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm coming to the female. So what are the roles they need to play in terms of sustaining love and connection? Remember the ladies here are so critical. Man, when it comes to relationship, the ladies are always wanting to be at the top. So we the guys feel loyal to them. So, what are they? Like that.
Okay, but I'll tell you, be calming down.
Okay.
Be calming down.
And please, I think so far I haven't heard something mind blowing. apart from the one you said, you said. Talking about relationship, there are so many things that like your house bed name, giving them bed names, giving them house, giving like I won't get anything when it comes to romantic aspect. It's just the communication. So let us
Wow.
maybe that are actually expert in that.
Okay.
Mm.
Buddy.
Let's have it.
Okay, but he talked about care. That's part of care, affection. So when you will notice when it's all boils down to emotion.
Yeah.
Romance is emotion.
Yeah.
You will notice that sometimes your partner is lacking emotional. Sometimes he or she doesn't even have to lack emotional. It just boom, spring a surprise, and do something out of the ordinary that will blow their mind. Ladies, I can say for sure, ladies love romance. I know I can say that one for free. But ladies,
That's free tip. So
you gave me free tips. I'll give you
okay, okay.
ladies love romance. Okay,
Wow.
so if you can, touch their romance button
Button.
on a frequent, you get them to do literally 95% of what you
Wow.
want them
Yeah.
to do, because this is something that they love, and they can give in their best just to have it. They can do literally, and you can tell a lady, oh yeah, dress up, do this, do that, do that. I want to take. She will happily do it. I want to take
Within
you out.
10 seconds.
She will happily do it.
Yes.
This because this is a part of her that sparks her. Should I say sparks her emotions up? So if you give her the affection, consistently, she will be by your side definitely. And an emotional, intelligent lady should also know that it's not one-sided.
Yeah.
Although the men are more like the safe gender, forgive me.
Hello.
They barely, if ever, react to some of these things. But the lady should know that although he may not react to it, I don't have to get upset, because this is how he was fashioned to be. This is how he was created to be. So at least I have to do something to show that I appreciate him for being in my life. No, for a guy to come into your life and decide to stay, it's a whole lot. It is a whole lot. So do something that shows that you appreciate him for being in your life. Do something that shows that you appreciate him for being. He should not be the one doing the doings every time. He's the one showing love, showing affection, showing the care, showing every attention, and you are just the receiver. You are just at the receiver end. No, it's imbalanced. As you said earlier, relationship has to be mutual. Now, in a situation where your partner is long distance, this is how you can still make it up to the person. You can, if your partner is in the same, let's say the same country as you are, there is how you can, do your surprise packages, send gifts to him without his knowing or her knowing. Okay, let's talk about the girl giving to the guy now, without the guys knowing.
You just raise the volume.
Okay, without the guys.
Because they're not all girls. I hope they listen. You just raise the volume. Let's have it.
Do throw the surprises to the guy. Do something mind blowing, something he didn't even plan for, something he didn't expect to receive in maybe months' time. Do it suddenly, and you see he'll be surprised. I know not all guys love surprises, but he will appreciate it definitely. This is coming from the guy, the lady he loves, the woman he loves, the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Definitely, he will appreciate it. No matter how little it is, as long as he has seen that it is your effort to show how much you love and care for him, he will always appreciate it. You shouldn't be the only one every time you're on the phone, babe, I need this, babe, show me love, babe, do something for. Also learn to do something. If he's always the one doing, eventually he'll get exhausted of doing. We are all humans. We have our breaking point. So if he's always the one doing, especially if it's in long term, he's always the one calling you, reaching out to you, and sending you gifts, sending you cards, and you're just there at the receiving end, calling only when you need things, calling only when there is a problem. He will get exhausted someday, definitely. He is human. He has emotions too. He needs someone to care for him. So also be reciprocating what he does. When he sends for you, maybe he sends once, or he sends twice. Shock the male gender. Shock them. I show them that we ladies we can also do something
All
like
ladies
this.
do. All ladies will learn from today.
Even not all guys.
All
It's
guys
it's
can do it. Bro, can't we?
We can now.
no, calm down.
Yeah, we're down.
No, it's I feel giving is individual based.
Mm.
But the generation we find ourselves, stereotype has pumped it to us that the female
just
should
for
be
the
the
guy.
receiving and the receiver, while the guy should be the giver.
Yeah.
But I feel it's mutual. If you have the spirit of giving in you, being
Yeah.
a guy or a lady, you will give, irrespective of what it takes. As long as you have that love to give to your partner, you have that, okay, this is my partner, I need to make sure he is special. He is special to me and I have to show him how special he is. You will always find a way to move around, to navigate through things and, make the giving happen eventually.
Okay, thank you very much for your interesting point. And for now, we'll go on a break, a very short break. And I have two interesting questions to ask. And of course, don't forget we have a game to play. So once we're back, we'll start from where?